What is going on, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. And with FIFA 18 quickly approaching, it's about a month off now, just over a month till FIFA 18 comes out. The main thing that will be on people's mind, as well as the gameplay and stuff, will be what rating a lot of players will be. Some of the players who had a really great season last season, and some that had downgrades as well. I will be doing a downgrades video as well if this video does well. But as you know, EA don't usually give upgrades too much. They don't like to go too over the top of a lot of players. So I have been fairly reasonable with some of these players. Some I have given big upgrades to, because sometimes you do have a bit of leeway if some players had like ridiculous seasons, like Mahrez, Vardy, and a lot of the Leicester team last season. In fact, they just went absolute ham on Leicester players last season. Maybe gave a few too many players too big of an upgrade like Mahrez. They'll have to bring his down a bit this season, maybe. But I'm not going to give too much away for the downgrades episode, because I may put some Leicester players in there. And kicking things off, I've gone with one that's going to annoy the shit out of Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans obviously love to take the piss out of United for the whole Paul Pogba situation. But if ASPAS carries on going the way he is, ASPAS is going to be a Paul Pogba situation times 10. If you look at the top goal scorers this last season for the Liga, you probably expect to see the obvious like Messi, Suarez, Ronaldo, but then down there up there in fourth, you'll see a cheeky little ASPAS. Now, obviously, when he was at Liverpool, he wasn't the player he is now. Obviously, he's banging in goals for fun in La Liga. La Liga is obviously a completely different league to the Premier League, so I can kind of let Liverpool off a little bit. But I'm going to give him a +2 upgrade from an 83 to an 85. That's whether he stays at the Celta Vigo as well. Obviously, if he goes to like a big club, that might have an effect as well, because obviously EA just love to upgrade players even more if they go to like big clubs. Haven't heard much of any like big clubs after him at the moment. Surprisingly, I mean, his goals to gains ratio last season was absolutely crazy. But looking at his stats as well, 83 pace, 88 dribbling, and 85 shooting would definitely be a go-to striker behind Griezmann, Suarez, and well, just behind Suarez and Griezmann actually. If you were to go for a striker in the Liga, ASPAS with that card there and his stats would be right up there for who you actually go to choose. Up next, I've gone with one that is a little bit different. I don't think he's actually been mentioned in any biggest upgrade videos, which I find really bizarre. Maybe because he does only play for Bournemouth and he doesn't score much, so he's kind of like behind the radar a little bit. But looking at his card from last season, 72 rated, non-rare silver. I'm sorry, like, he deserves a shit ton better than that. I don't know whether he's going to get into the golds or even to like 76 like I've put there. He might be a 74. EA might be a little bit like strict and not like putting him right up to a gold. After next season, though, if he performs like he did last season, I can definitely see him getting into like gold. But I have given a +4 into 76, and looking at his stats there, he would be a really overpowered defender, an overpowered centre-back more especially. 80 pace for a centre-back, which would be absolutely brilliant. I mean, you see a few more of like the 80+ pace defenders now. There wasn't anywhere near as many as there is now. I don't know whether that's because like more training. I'm not even sure what that is to do with. But 80 pace there, 77 defending, and 75 physical. Looks like a really fantastic card. 67 passing. It's not amazing, but for a centre-back, it is pretty decent. You'll be able to at least pass from the back if you really wanted to. I think that's more the high-end like passing that you do get with centre-backs. I don't think many centre-backs really have that good, have like decent passing. So that's definitely a decent thing there as well, and definitely looks like a fantastic, fantastic card. Next up, we've got Donnarumma. Now, if I could do, and if I was in charge of EA's ratings, I would give this guy an 84. No questions asked, because last season was just absolutely mental. There's only one other player in this video who I could say younger than 20 had as good a season as Donnarumma. At the age of 18, 22 clean sheets in 38 games. I'd be impressed if with even like Buffon getting that many clean sheets in 38 games. Never mind an 18-year-old who made his debut at the age of 17 a season before. It's just absolutely crazy. And I have decided to give him a +3 upgrade from a 78 to an 81 rated card. Still, like I said, a lot lower than I think this guy deserves, but give him a few years and this guy will be maybe even into the 90s. He's that good at this age. It's absolutely bizarre. But 84 diving, 86 reflexes, a few stats there on the low side, but I did need to keep some of them low just because so I didn't go too over the top. But definitely looking at that card, looks like a solid goalkeeper. Would be a decent goalkeeper pick up for any like cheap Serie A teams if you do want to make a budget team. But definitely, it looks like he could be a fantastic goalkeeper. Next up, it was between this guy or Belotti. I did decide to go with this guy, DZEKO, who managed to bag himself 29 goals that season. It was DZEKO was the top, and then I think there might have been, I don't know if it was Belotti second or there was someone else and then Belotti, but Belotti was the one I was thinking of putting in. But I did decide to go with DZEKO because he is obviously the top goal scorer, so out of them two, I think he deserves an upgrade the most. Not saying that Belotti doesn't. Belotti does obviously deserve a massive upgrade, and I will probably do him in a future episode, but DZEKO I decided to put in for this one. I have given him a +3 upgrade from an 81 to an 84. The pace still isn't really there. That might put a few people off, but depending on what the gameplay is like on FIFA 18, he might still be usable. 69 pace isn't the greatest, but you can maybe get by having like a fast striker alongside him maybe. But I put in 84 shooting, 77 physical, and 70 passing with 74 dribbling. Apart from the pace, really does look like a solid card. I put his shooting up by 4. EA might even go a bit higher than that and put like 85, 86. I don't know, but definitely after 29 goals last season, I'm not sure that was only in the Serie A as well. He might have got other goals in the Champions League and other competitions as well. That's not even in all competitions. 29 goals just in the league is absolutely fantastic. Next up is Forsberg. Now, honestly, I didn't have a clue who this guy was before actually going through the Bundesliga stats and like top assists and top goal scorers. But he had an absolutely fantastic season last season for RB Leipzig. Obviously, in their first season in the Bundesliga, and they came like second or something, I think it was. Second or third, I could be wrong there, but they were battling Bayern Munich right until like the end of the season, until they eventually fell off, and Bayern Munich obviously went and just ran away with the title as they always do. But this guy, this little unknown guy, never heard of him, can't remember how old he is, so he might be a young prospect. Obviously, RB Leipzig have a lot of them, but 19 assists last season is just in a top league as well. Bundesliga is actually a really good league. It's not like the League Earn where you can maybe think, oh, well, it's not against top oppositions. The Bundesliga does have really good defenses, and 19 assists is definitely worthy of an upgrade. Not sure whether get a +3 or maybe get a bit less than that, because obviously assists aren't as like well appreciated as goals in EA's like upgrade sort of structure thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I do think he definitely deserves an 82 or an 81, one of them two. I'd be very surprised if he only gets like a +1 upgrade, but I have given him a +3, and looking at the stats there, he does look like he will be a fantastic player once again in FIFA 18. Didn't look amazing in FIFA 17, but he was a non-rare, so a lot of people will be put off by the fact of that. But his stats did look pretty decent even last season. But I've given him a big upgrade in his passing, obviously because of the 19 assists, putting him a +5 to an 80. 73 shooting, 76 pace, 84 dribbling, and obviously the defending and the physical aren't important, but they are pretty poor. But looking at the card there, really solid card. 84 dribbling as well looks pretty good, as well as the 80 passing would make him a really solid card. And if he has an even better season next season, then he could be up there with the top cams, because last season, if he repeats that again, will be absolutely brilliant. So that's it for the first episode of Biggest Upgrades. I will be doing a lot more of these before they are officially announced by EA, which will be pretty soon. So I'll be sure to do a lot of these in the next few days to get a few of these out before that does eventually come. But hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. See you later.